Okay, let's try this again. Oh my god, that is so hard! What the hell? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Conservatoire versus University. I feel like this is a subject that people don't really know a lot about, like what are the differences, what are they both. I just have my little notepad here, so if you see me looking down, I'm just making sure that I don't forget any important information. I've wrote a lot about this subject. So first of all, I'm just going to be defining them both. I'm going to be talking about courses, entrance requirements, pros and cons of each one, what kind of careers they might lead you to, and I'll be stating some of them for you. Obviously, again, just want to point out, I'm not an expert. I am just talking from my own research, my own experience. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is just defining them both. Like, what are they? Like, you might be thinking, what really is a university? What really is a conservatoire? I mean, more the conservatoire bit, but let's go. So, have my laptop here, and we're now gonna actually Google the definition just to make sure that we're not leading any false information. So, university definition. Here we go. The definition of a university: a high-level educational institution in which students study for degrees and academic research is done. Basically, you probably already knew that, but I just thought I would define it anyway. For example, some universities are University of Leeds, Sheffield, Oxford, Cambridge, Bristol, Cambridge, I think I've already said that, Durham, etc. Also, some universities come under something called Russell Group University. Google the definition.
The Russell Group is a association of 24 public research universities in the United Kingdom. The group is headquartered in London and was established
blah blah. Basically, Russell Group universities are harder to get into. Obviously, there's like 24 of them. That comes under Oxford, Cambridge. I think Sheffield, Leeds. Higher entrance requirements. You're probably going to get like more work to do. So yeah, moving on. Conservatoires. Okay, so again, we're going to Google the definition of a conservatoire. Conservatoire definition, go. A college for the study of classical music or other arts, typically in the continental European tradition. Example: she studies piano and violin at the Paris Conservatoire. Thank you for that, Google. Let me take these off. So yeah, basically a conservatoire is a place to learn arts. So like music, dance, drama, anything to do with arts pretty much. Conservatoires are mainly for music though. The Royal Northern College of Music, where I study, there's Royal College of Music, Royal Academy of Music, Royal Scottish Conservatoire, and they come under ABRSM, Associated Boards of Royal School of Music. Yes. Confusing. I'll explain more about the ABRSM later to get extra funding and stuff, because the Queen is the patron. But anyway, other good conservatoires, you have Guildhall, Trinity Laban, all of that. How do you even say that? Like, I know there's some people go Trinity Laban or Trinity Laban. I'm pretty sure it's Trinity Laban, but Leeds College of Music, etc. If you Google some, they will come up. I think that's everything introductory wise covered. I hope that you now know what each one is. So now I'm going to move on to courses. Okay, so courses, let's move on to university first. We'll talk about university courses. University courses are usually 3 years. You get a well-rounded, in-depth knowledge of one subject, which is the subject degree that you have chosen to do if you go to university. For example, in like a music degree at a university, you would do like in-depth history and you'd get a lot of knowledge about it. Usually at university you'll get a lot of independent work, you'll do a lot of essays. I know that probably at Cambridge or Oxford you'll maybe get like 1 essay a week. If you went to Russell Groups you may get maybe 1 every fortnight. I'm not entirely sure because I don't go to any of those. Lectures are usually in like a large group. In a lecture theatre you'd have like a few hundred of you there. You'd learn about one topic. Oh my god, this piece of hair. And then you'd be expected to research it and read up on it after your lecture. A good thing about going to university, you'd have like a lot of spare time. Not really in that much, you're just in a few hours a week. You'll have lectures, seminars. I think I've covered everything to do with university. Just a quick recap, it's 3 years, it's academic, you have lectures in large groups, you have a lot of independent work, reading and research to do, and you probably do a lot of essays, you get a really good, well-rounded, in-depth knowledge of the subject. Price, £9,000 per year. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to do Conservatoire. Usually 4 years for your study. Obviously again, it varies between each conservatoire, but they're usually 4 years of study. Big thing about conservatoire is classes are significantly smaller. The number of students at university can be like tens of thousands per year. They're really, really large. At conservatoire, they are a lot smaller. For example, where I go at the RNCM, there are only 800 students altogether, including masters, including undergraduate, including literally everyone. So not a lot of people. At Conservatoire, you have one-to-one lessons. For example, I have a singing lesson every week because I'm a vocal studies student. It's very hands-on, interactive. I have classes in physical awareness, in voice and speech, in stage combat, drama, chamber music. You're going to be having a lot of practical skills when you go to Conservatoire. In terms of the academic side of a Conservatoire, for me, I have an hour of theory, an hour of musicianship, and an hour of MCP per week, which is music, culture and performance, and that is the academic side. Obviously you do in-depth theory and musicianship, it's all about your hearing, and you'll have hearing skills, dictation, and music, culture and performance covers history from like the start all the way up to modern music now. And you're assessed in like theory and musicianship. Again, it's very hands-on the way you're assessed, quite flexible. I know in your first and second year you do theory tests and dictation tests, however after third and fourth year you don't do those anymore. And music, culture and performance is flexible to you. There'll be electives that you can choose what you want to study and do a project on. Also at Conservatoire you do artist development. You learn to develop yourself as an artist. You have seminars on careers, on creating a website, on branding yourself as an artist, performance anxiety, and a lot of other subjects. You get a lot of masterclasses from outside professionals that are in the industry. They'll come in all the time. Yeah, and you are in all the time. Like, you have a lot of contact time every day per week you'll be in. I think it is because very one-to-one, that's why you're in all the time and you're getting all these different skills that you need for the industry. So yeah, you're in a lot. But that, for me, that's a good thing. Like, I enjoy being in a lot. You are expected to practice a lot. Essays, you don't really get that many essays. Obviously you have to do essays for assignments because if not then you wouldn't be at university. It's very practical. And the price, £9,000 per year. And now we're going to talk about careers, what different career paths you could do with each one, what you might be suited to once you have a degree from one or the other. Okay, university careers. So from university you'll have a lot of knowledge, a lot of analytical skills in very different topics of the subject. You could maybe go into music education if that's something you're interested in, arts administration, musicology. Like, you could be a really good musicologist. I feel like that'd be such a good career path to take if you've got a university degree, for example, in music. I think if you go to a university and you get a degree, you're more likely to get like an academic kind of job. So, conservatoire careers. I think the main one from a conservatoire is definitely a performer. Like, you get all these different practical skills which would be really, really suited to you. You could go into music education, into acting, theatre work. However, I think even in all this video it's really important to do research. Like, each conservatoire and university course is going to be different to another. Now we're going to talk about entrance requirements. So for university entrance requirements, it's all about your grades. How well you do in your A-level exams, it's pretty important. And obviously your interview when you go to see if you're interested and passionate about the subject that you want to study. Some universities will want an audition of your practical skills, for example, if you want to do a music degree, but it's more weighted on definitely your academic side, your A-levels. So if you're not the strongest performer, but you're really, really academic and you're really good at the written stuff, then it's definitely great. For conservatoire, it's definitely weighted more on your audition, so it is quite competitive if you're a really good performer. And also the audition usually will consist of 3 songs, sight reading, maybe like theory tests, scales, anything that they want you to do really. Look at your potential and your interest in what you want to do and your interview. And in terms of exams, like, you just have to have passed them to a good amount. I mean, if you've got good grades, then obviously that'll help a lot during your process, but it's definitely more on your audition and how good you are as a performer. Also, under entrance requirements for conservatoire, they really like it if you have ABRSM exams. Now, if you don't know what they are, that is Associated Board of the Royal Schools of Music. And the Royal Schools of Music I named earlier in the video, which I will remind everyone, RNCM, Royal Northern College of Music, Royal College of Music, Royal Academy of Music, Royal Scottish Conservatoire, Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. There we go. And you can have theory exams and practical exams. Now they will definitely expect you to have at least grade 5 theory, because when you start at Conservatoire you already have to have quite a wide range of theory knowledge before you start, just like any other subject. Like you can't do a maths degree without, you know, doing maths exams. Actually, to be honest, I think at university they'll want you to have that as well. Yeah, no, they definitely will. So if you don't have that, make sure you get that. And they do practical exams, so say for example you want to do a music degree and you play flute or whatever, try and get your grade 8 flute. They will expect you to be at that standard, so if you have the exam, boom, you can throw it at them and be like, I have it. Obviously if you are doing a music degree it still will be really helpful, because in that you have like oral tests and like that. They're just going to be really helpful towards your degree anyway, so make sure you have those. If you would like any tips on preparing for Conservatoire auditions, then I will have a video that I will try and link up here or here, or I have no idea. I am new to YouTube, I am not sure which one to do. If not, it will definitely be in the description. So at the end of the day, which one's better? Conservatoire? University? That is the question that you have to decide for yourself. If you're in college and you're not sure which one you want to go to, then do your research, watch this video. If you have any questions, please comment them below. I'll be sure to answer them, or on Instagram. Please don't hesitate. If anyone has any other things that I've missed or you want to talk about, please put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And if you are applying to either, please let me know in the comments. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful. Please like if you did find it useful, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.